All right, Coach, it is a lovely night here in the Midwest, and the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts.
Come on, fellas.
Check, 280. Mike is a 15. Check back 15. I got you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Lions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're pulling off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
280. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Drill right, 22. From the west. Leroy.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Colts 0. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gators. You ain't going nowhere. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Say go.
They go play action here on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 13. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready. 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Twist. He's crossing. He's checking. He's tripping.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard. It's
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Stafford on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
That, yellow lady! Yellow lady! Come on, let's go.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
Blue 60! Mike 58, right there. Don't get nervous.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down and inches. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me, and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, you know, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism and timing can make up for that lack of 3 inches.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Set, lady.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 52. Watch twist. Alert flare. Switch. Now.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They will run it. It's McKissick. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, blue 60. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hilton. And they work this out past the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Orvin.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hines. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Big Griffin.
He'll drop to throw. Complete to Hilton. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Past the 20, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have. And he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, Blue 60.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that 1 foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. This complete to Jones. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.D. McKissick with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
A game there of 30 big ones.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, but we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Campbell making the catch. 4th down now after a loss of 2. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set, waiting. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was